Yeah, I mean, I've had people throughout my life. I've had friends,
Crazy.
you know, and they're just kind of crazy. And, you know, you kind of work around the craziness because deep down they are good people, but you got to just deal with the ridiculous lies along the way. Just kind of work your way around it. Yeah,
you know,
I feel you.
And you know, it's a lot. It's crazy because everybody that he has with him, I know things that he done said crazy things about him. Like, I'll let the cat out the bag because the baby mama kept playing with me. So I said, yo, here you go. This is your baby daddy sending me a picture that you sent him saying you just had a miscarriage. Now, why he would send me this picture, I don't know. I get a picture of you pulling down your panties and it's bloody with napkins and all this. I said, yo, bro, what is this? He said, man, I didn't want the first baby. This dumb, stupid ass woman talking about she want 3, 4 kids. I'm glad it happened, right? So then she goes on a rant and gets mad at me for what he sent me. Don't get, why?
Yeah.
Why are you mad at me for what right? It's like he has this little thing over his little henchmen, the ones that he got one dude that has never met him in his life, and he is fighting for this dude like he's his twin. Like, I asked Luke, I said, bro, you got a twin? Nah, we have the same birthday, but we 10 years apart.
Okay.
Okay, cool. How old are you? I'm 32. Okay, shit, all right. The business I'm doing with you, cool. He goes to jail, 42. He got 6 kids. 2 kids is 23, 22. So he couldn't claim them because that debunks the 32.
Right.
Right. So it's kind of like you dealing
He's actually 42. Okay.
You dealing with something that's different. And you know, I gotta say he's good at what he does on the people he's doing it with. But he's probably one of the most vindictive, careless, and I gotta use this word and it sounds crazy, evil persons I've met because of the things he says about his mother, things he says about her mother. When you're doing certain things with me, I'm like, yeah, shit, if he's doing them like that, who am I? You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying, Vlad?
Yeah.
If he's doing like, you know what I mean? Who am I? Right? So her mother, you know, I've heard conversations, you know, when him, you know, picking or dropping her off at the airport, that was crazy. I ain't gonna say nothing. You know, they could talk about that. But I'm pretty sure she digged through that phone up under a few other names and she understand it. But it's just, I don't know, bro. He was just one of them dudes to where he probably could have did great business if he did clean business, but he's another guy like Aaron. He wanted to be known. He wanted the fame. Back in 2021, he did a whole diss run on me when I didn't know him. I didn't know him. I seen it. He had a guy call me and say, can we pay you to respond? I'm like, I don't know the dude. I swear to God, some dude called me like, can I pay you to respond? I said, I don't know the dude, bro. Like, I'm not into all that. So by the time he came back around full circle, Wack, can I pay you to help me with the reality show? I'm looking at him. And when he was doing certain things, it was crazy. He was like, yeah, would you be the godfather to my child? Once again, I'm not going to say a word. I'm going to promote the security guard who didn't tell me. Yeah, no problem, but I'm not going to be the godfather. I tell you, yeah, no problem. I'm the godfather to people, to somebody's child. We go do a ceremony. It's things I'll do, things so on and so forth. I own a whole diaper company. I ain't never gave you a diaper. So you play the game, I'm going to play the game. You BS me, I'm going to BS you.
Right.
No problem. I'm 10 steps ahead of you. And I'm sitting back watching you show up and you not knowing that I've already came here, gone, came back to you and listened to you tell me all about where we're going. But, you know, at the end of the day, and he's still on the phone like, yo, if the lady loves him, if the people, this lady Gigi is telling his little henchmen, if you keep mentioning my name, I'm going to turn in enough things. 50 years. She's telling them this. Listen, bro, if you were in there and Adam and I'd be like, yo, check this out, bro. Leave her alone.
Yeah.
Right? She has things. Leave her alone. Stop. I don't care what Vlad is telling you to do. Why? Because she's telling them, hey, dummy, you remember the phone you thought you were pimping me on? The phone I went and got you under my account, well, it's connected to my iCloud, shared to my iCloud. So because you like to film everything you do, I have everything. And she's been leaking it, little tad bits of it. You know what I mean? You see it. And I'm like, yo, do y'all really got love for this dude? Because if you did, leave Gigi alone, right? And I believe the baby mother, she's playing a role, and I really didn't want to go here on him. I was going to sit back and watch the show, but she kept initiating, like coming at me. She would just disrespect me for no reason. This lady never said nothing. They say, well, why you didn't say nothing to her when Luce was out? Because when Luce was out, she never said none of these things. Best believe, I don't care where we at, what room we in. If your woman say something to me, I'm going to look at you and say, bro, you going to handle that? If she continues to disrespect me, I'm going to say something back. It's going to be what it's going to be. But for her mind to say, all I did was call him this and all I did was call him that. I mean, I get it. You know, she comes from being available. You get what I'm saying? Like, everyone think about it. When shit happens, everybody starts to call me. You know what I mean? It's a whole lot I know that I just haven't said. But, you know, at the end of the day, I hope he understands that everything around him is working against him because the people that they have turned on him are the people that can hurt him the most or help him the most. So, you know, at the end of the day, and listen, we watched Diddy get in trouble for three-way calls.
Right.
Diddy wasn't threatening nobody. He wasn't none of that. This dude is on the phone, getting recorded, putting it out on YouTube, calling social media platforms, talking greasy and crazy, and not one time has he had a restriction. He's on the phone saying, yeah, send such and such the money so I can use his phone time. She's on the phone saying, yeah, the guards let him out when the facility is locked down so he can use the phone and call in. Listen, we know that's cap, but the fact that you're so loud with it.
Yeah, it's all being recorded. And the feds
already let you know that they're listening to everything.
Of course.
He's still on the phone because they want you
to be on the phone.
And I don't get it.
All right, Munna Duke, how's it going?
Chilling, gang. Everything good.
That's what's up, man. You got a lot going on. You've been working.
Yeah, I've been putting a lot of overtime in, man. A lot of overtime.
Man, that's what it is. Well, you know, I thought we'd kind of get into your whole story and get to know you a little bit better for the people who might not know. I think everybody probably knows you're from Oblock and out of the south side of Chicago. But, you know, can you kind of paint that picture for me, like what it was like for you growing up and the struggles you went through and, you know, everything you've seen?
I went through a lot growing up, you know, as far as like jail, losing people, casualties. It wasn't easy, I can tell you that, you know. Went through a lot of struggles, but it made me the man who I am today, you know what I'm saying?
Were you born into Oblock or did you move there at some point? Like, how did all that happen for you?
No, I was in that area, like in that vicinity, you know what I'm saying? And once my project got too down, I kind of moved right there, you know what I'm saying, to Oblock when I was kind of like a kid.
Okay, what are some of your earliest memories of being over there?
Some of the earliest memories?
Yep.
It's so many memories I can't even, you know? I remember throwing rocks at the CTA bus when I was a kid.
Okay, so at what point did you meet everybody that you know now? Did you guys know each other as like little kids too?
Oh yeah, we all grew up together. Like we all went to the same grammar school, you know? We all went to the same grammar school and it just went from there, you know, grammar school to high school and to the age we is now.
So you met Vaughn at that point, Chief Keef then too?
Yeah, all of them, we grew up together, you know. We different ages. Me and Vaughn probably like the same age. I'm probably like a year older than him. And yeah, Yeah, we all around the same age. Yeah.
What school did you go to?
Elementary, I went to Dulles. We went to Dulles. I went to Dulles, yeah.
Okay, were you guys even getting in trouble back then?
No, kind of back then, I mean, typical kids, you know what I'm saying? We probably was getting in trouble, you know what I'm saying, for little shit, you know what I'm saying? Probably, yeah, hell yeah, we probably getting in trouble, doing little shit as kids growing up.
Okay, what was school like for you?
School was, for me, school always been kind of good, you know, especially in grammar school. You know, grammar school was good. High school kind of got a little up, but school always been kind of good for me.
Did you get good grades in school?
Yeah, for sure. Grammar school, for sure I did. Kind of high school, it was kind of, you know, like kind of fucked up a little bit.
So what was going on in high school that, you know, that was messed up? You started getting in trouble?
Yeah, I heard it was too much around me. It was too much around me.
What age were you when you first got arrested?
When I first got arrested, when I first ever got arrested and did jail time, or just period?
Or just got arrested?
Shit, I probably like 13, 14, some shit like that. But it wasn't really for nothing like that, probably like for a trespassing or some type of misdemeanor or some shit like that. It wasn't for nothing serious.
Okay, well, how old were you when you got arrested for something serious?
Something serious? I was 17. I was like 17 when I got locked up. First got locked up.
Can you talk about what you got arrested for?
Fuck I get arrested for again? What the fuck I get? Oh, a gun. I got locked up for a gun when I was 17.
How much time did you have to do?
Man, I had did probably like, what I do? Probably like 3-4 months or something and bonded out. And then I fucked up the bond and had to go back and do some jail time.
Never sue the other driver after a car accident. There's a better way to get paid a way bigger check without having to go to court or pay expensive upfront legal.
Yeah.
Is that the reason why you didn't graduate high school?
Probably one of the reasons, yeah. Hell yeah.
Did you ever go back and get a GED or anything?
Yeah, I got that when I went to boot camp. I went to boot camp and shit. So they made us, you know, when you in boot camp, they ain't around. They go make you do that type of shit. You can't just be in there sitting around. They, you know, they try to discipline you.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's a good thing. Get your GED at least, you know?
Yeah, that's a good thing for sure. You know what I'm saying? Get some type of discipline, rehabilitation, you know? That's a good thing.
Did you get in trouble at school also? You know, like, did you get kicked out?
At school, what, in high school?
Yep.
Yeah, hell yeah, I got kicked out. I ain't gonna lie, I got kicked out of high school.
What all did you get kicked out for?
We was beating too many of the ops' ass in school. It was too many of us in one school. And we was beating their ass. So they like, nah, it's too many of them. They like, it's too many of them in one school, all going to the same school. So they had to kick someone else out.
Who all were you going to school with at the time?
Man, who the fuck was going to school with? Some of them, damn, who the fuck was going to school with? It's some of them from 51st, goddamn motherfuckers from 53rd. Kind of like different people from different areas, you know what I'm saying? We was all going to the same school.
I mean, like anybody we would know?
Oh yeah, probably, hell yeah, probably went to school, like, who the fuck I went to school with? Then this shit was so long ago. Damn. We went to school with a lot of motherfuckers from 51st, Young Money. It was a lot of ass, and I ain't gonna lie. I can't really think of the names right now, but a lot of them went to the same school as us. A lot of motherfuckers from 47. Who else? Man, it was a lot. I can't even think of, like, a lot of, like, Rockhead and all their ass. I think Arrow, all them. It was a lot of their ass. I can't even think of their name, but it was a lot of them.
Okay. Well, you get out of jail. You know what I'm saying? You've been in some trouble now. And, you know, do you try to go straight? Do you try to get a regular job? Do you ever get a regular job?
Who, you referring to me?
Yeah.
Nah, hell nah. I ain't getting no regular job. I mean, ain't nothing wrong. I don't knock people for getting a regular job, but me personally, I'm straight on a regular job.
Okay. You know, you mentioned meeting everybody in elementary school. You know, at what point did, you know, growing up, did Oblock start to become like a famous place?
When it became a famous place, it was kind of always, I ain't gonna say famous, but it really became like, you know, when a lot of motherfuckers want to visit, probably like when Vaughn, he took off with the rapping. So a lot of people wanted to come from different cities and visit Oblock, you get what I'm saying? But even before then, I fast forwarded, even like when OD got killed or whatever the case is, like people was still trying to come see like what was Oblock, you get what I'm saying?
OD was a lot older than you, right? I believe.
Yeah, he probably like 3-4 years older than me, something like that. If I'm mistaken, yeah, something like that.
How were you and OD? Did you guys know each other good?
Yeah, we was real close. Yeah, real close.
Okay, do you have any experiences with him or anything you could share?
we got a lot of experiences, you know what I'm saying? Man, let me see. I'm trying to think of a memory, man. My memory kind of up, man. I don't remember shit from then like 10 years ago, 9 years ago, shit like that. But I'm trying to think of a memory that I can remember. Shit. No, to be honest, I ain't got no memorable moment that I could tell you right now, but it's a lot. We got a lot of moments, man. A lot of moments together.
How did his death affect your guys' block?
It affected us like a lot, you know what I'm saying? He was one of the, you know what I'm saying? Like kind of big bro over there, you see what I'm saying? Like he was kind of one of the older ones, you know what I'm saying? It affected us a little. It hurt us though. I ain't gonna lie, it hurt us.
Okay. You know, he passes away. You guys name your block after him, man. And you know, I don't think it's too long after that. A few years after that, Chief Keef starts to blow up.
Yep. Yeah.
What was that like, seeing that from your perspective?
Me personally, I was locked up. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of shit, even when he got killed, I was locked up. I wasn't out of jail when it happened. You see what I'm saying? So even with the Keith situation, you know what I'm saying, like he kind of blew up around that time. And a lot of that shit I really missed. I wasn't around for that. You get what I'm saying? So I didn't really see that type of shit.
What was it like in jail when Chief Keef started blowing up?
How the jails was, like when that shit was going on, man, yeah. That's all they were talking about. Like, man, y'all see Keith, man, ooh, you know what I'm saying? Like, they couldn't believe that shit.
You've probably heard about Boxable's flagship product, the Casita. Come on in.
That shit was kind of like, that shit was like, damn. I really couldn't believe the shit either, because he the same motherfucker that I watched grow up, you know what I'm saying? Even though we all around the same age, but he kind of younger than me, you see what I'm saying? And like his mama and shit, I know his mama, so seeing him transform into the person he became to be, like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was what's up.
So you're an adult now, you're in a, you know what I'm saying, you're in a hard jail, you know what I'm saying? One of the toughest jails in America. You know, what's it like for you on a day-to-day basis?
I'm being me for sure, you know what I'm saying? Like, it really ain't shit to me because I know how to fight, you know what I'm saying? You really can't do too much in jail. Either you go fight or you go in the room or you go play some cards or some shit. So for me, it was same shit, just being away, you get what I'm saying? You just gotta learn you gotta know how to fight to be in jail. If you don't know how to fight, then I feel sorry for you.
What's it like when you run into your ops in jail?
You go get it on. You know what I'm saying? It all depends on who it is you run into. You get what I'm saying? Most motherfuckers get it on with their ops. Some of they don't be on shit. They'll just see each other and they, you know what I'm saying? Say, but it all depends on you. You know, how you feeling about the situation.
You know what year you got out of jail that time?
At that time, I think I got out of jail, man, probably like in 2013, if I ain't mistaken. I think it was like 2013 or some shit like that. Yeah, if I ain't mistaken.
So right after Chief Keef blows up, you get out of jail, you go back to the block, and what's it like?
That bitch was busting. It was different. You get what I'm saying? Like a lot of motherfuckers outside, a lot of motherfuckers coming to visiting. It was kind of different from what it was before he was blowing up into kind of what it was after the situation.
And is it more violent now? Or is it the violence still about the same?
You mean as of today, or you just saying period? Like, you know, like you saying from when I got out of jail, like was the violence more, or you talking right now?
Well, I was gonna just stick to that time. I went to jail that time.
Yeah, hell yeah, cause yeah, the violence probably was up a little bit more. Yep.
Okay. What was your family life like?
I had a good family growing up, you know what I'm saying? I always had a good support system, you know? I always had a good support system.
Brothers and sisters?
Yeah, brothers, sisters, big brothers, little sisters, you know? Aunties, cousins, grandma, mama, you know? I always had a good support system.
How did your mom feel when she found out you were in the streets?
I mean, it wasn't too much she could do about it, you know what I'm saying? Like, she probably felt some type of way to her, but you know what I'm saying? Like, she probably didn't want me in the streets, you get what I'm saying? But shit just happened.
Yeah, I hear that, man. Now being out of jail and everything's going on in Oblock, you know, I see somewhere that like they used to send the helicopter, the police used to send the helicopter to Oblock and stuff when was it?
That happened. That happened before. One time I was out there. That happened before. Yeah.
Yeah. Were you around for like shooting up the music videos and everything?
Yeah, I was the video and him and Top did before. The video him and Top did. Him and Top did the video and yeah, the helicopter came out there. Yeah.
Okay. But they didn't really like go inside Oblock and raid it or nothing. They just drove the helicopter by it.
Yeah, they just probably put that bitch on top of the block or some shit like that. And he had a lot of police come. But by that time, I probably got up out of there, ran, you know what I'm saying? Got up out of
there. Yeah. Speaking of Boss Top, man, you know, how old were you when you met Boss Top?
Like I said, we all grew up, goddamn it. I probably was like, 10, 11, some shit like that. Nah, you know, we all grew up together.
He's a little older than you, right? So he'd be like kind of your big homie, your big brother type of.
Yeah, that's my brother. He's like big, like yeah, he kind of older brother.
I know he's locked up, and I seen he had a few fights in there.
Yeah, he good. Yeah, he good for sure. He ain't got that long to go. He's gonna be out soon.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's news because I think we seen he got like 5 years or something.
Yeah, but you know when they give him up some time, it don't really be that what you got to do. You get what I'm saying? Like they'll probably chop that shit up, or you could go down there get good time or anything like that. So he'll be out soon. That's some little shit.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. You know, yeah, me and Boss Top did a dope ass interview too, man. You know.
Oh yeah.
A few years ago, man. It was really dope.
For sure.
Now, I believe you were in jail when King Von first starts popping in the music scene.
Yeah. Yeah, I was locked up, man. It's like I miss all type of, like, damn, I be locked up. But yeah, I was locked up.
Yeah, you were locked up for like the whole the very, very best part of everything, man.
Yeah, all the good shit, man. I be locked up for, man. Yeah.
Well, so you get out of jail and you actually do get you got it on time, and you know what I'm saying, we're around when he was popping, right?
Nah, when I got locked up, nah, hell nah. I mean, before I went in, it was kind of like, you know what I'm saying, bro was transformed. Like, he ain't did no shows or shit like that. Nah, matter of fact, I'm lying. He had one show that I went to I forgot the place, but it was one show that I was able to attend to before I got locked up.
Here's how I got my team to use Monday Sales CRM and actually like it. Let me start by saying it's so easy to use. And now every little detail of our pipeline is.
So he only had like one show.
And he gets locked up. I mean, you get locked up. And does he pass away when you're in jail?
Yeah, probably like 4-5 months before I got out. Yeah, that shit happened. Yeah, like 4 or 5 months.
Damn.
Yeah.
Man, what was that like for you when you got the news?
Shit, I couldn't believe that shit. That shit fucked me up. From, talking to him every day. Well, I ain't gonna say every day, but you know what I'm saying? Just seeing how shit going, see how bro them living from off the pictures and shit like that. It was really kind of like unreal to me because I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like seeing bro them seeing him in the magazine, seeing him, on the tablet and shit like that. So I'm like, then talking to him like, man, when you get out, man, so we in it, you know what I'm saying? But that shit, you know what I'm saying? That shit happened, whatever the case is, so.
What was the reaction from the jail when they found out that he passed away?
Man, the jail that I was in, they was up, you know what I'm saying, from the correctional officers and all type of shit, you know what I'm saying? Because they for him too, you know what I'm saying? And they for me off the strength for him, you know what I'm saying? So they kind of jail up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a favorite memory with Vaughn that you could share?
I got so many memories with him, like, but the memory I'm gonna share with y'all is like when he first came home, and then he asked me like, what you think? You think I should start rapping and shit? But me being me, I'm getting that hell no, you know what I'm saying? Because we ain't never rap a day in our life type shit. So it's like, but I wasn't thinking of it, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, man, hell no, because I couldn't see it. But shit, he turned out to did that shit. That shit changed my life.
Was it crazy to like see Vaughn become a rapper? Because everybody I've talked to, they were like, he never ever talked about rapping.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like once the shit started happening, like once he was like rapping, I'm like, damn, like I never pictured him or never could imagine him being a rapper, you know what I'm saying? Until the shit top seeing the shit, I'm like, damn, like folks really a rapper though,
Yeah. Damn. Did you know L.A. Capone at all?
Yeah, I knew L.A., yeah.
So what was he like from your experience of hanging out with him?
See, he was probably like kind of like my little bro, you know what I'm saying? Because he was younger than me type shit, you know what I'm saying? So when I used to see him, damn, big bro, let's get high, man. I got 10 on the weed, man. Ooh, shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, this was way back probably, this is you know what I'm saying? Like, long ass time ago, probably then like 10 years ago type shit,
And his music started to blow up too. Like he had a bright future.
Yeah, see, the crazy part, I was locked up. See, then again, I was locked up even when he was rapping, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of motherfuckers that started rapping and blowing up, I was kind of locked up for that shit, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was locked up for that shit.
All right, well, you guys had DD Osama in Oblock recently.
Yeah, hell yeah.
How was that?
I wasn't over there when that shit happened. I wasn't there, but him and Box had some shit going on. They did a song and shit, So he had slid through it, whatever the case is.
Okay, it kind of caused a little friction. I guess some dudes were like, saying they were smoking on Wu Lottie, and then, Yus G's kind of jumped on his live and started dissing King Von.
Yeah.
You guys ended up in New York, Times Square.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So what all from your perspective, what all happened?
Me personally, I can't pun, you know what I'm saying? But I don't really get into all smoke. You know, I don't really get into all that goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? I leave that shit to the, you know what I'm saying? I leave that, you know what I'm saying? To that shit because it all be internet and all this and that. You know what I'm saying? I get on in person. If I have something to say, it's gonna be in person, it ain't gonna be over the internet and all that silly shit. You know what I'm saying? But he was in New York. You know what I'm saying? We was out there. You know, like outside for real. You know, Times Square. I was on live on Times Square. I was saying this and that, but we was out there.
How many times have you been in New York? Was that like your first time in New
That
York?
was my first time in New York. Yep, that was my first time.
Okay. Pretty dope, man. Times Square is a dope place.
Yeah, with it.
Now, you mentioned that you don't do all that, you know, smoking on dead ops and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
What is it that you don't do that?
Look, this is right. And it goes, the shit really childish to me, you know. I don't to that me, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just don't do that shit. Ain't no point of that shit for real.
That's so fun. Coolest plugin I ever used. Arcade. It's used by the top artists and producers in the game. You could chop samples, play.
Do you feel like the culture is changing where, you know, smoking on dead ops isn't quite as popular as it used to be?
I mean, yeah, from, you know what I'm saying, from people probably younger generations, you know what I'm saying, but me, I know better, you know what I'm saying? Not saying like I won't, like, don't do this or don't, you know what I'm saying? I just know my reaction, how my reaction will be if I'm hearing the motherfucker disrespect my people, you know what I'm saying? And a motherfucker all the way in this city or a motherfucker all the way over here, you know what I'm saying? So that should be pointed to me.
Right. Just, you know, the chances of you guys really running into each other are pretty small.
Sometimes, but a motherfucker could definitely make it happen. You know what I'm saying? If a motherfucker want to make it happen, then a motherfucker can make it happen. But I just don't do that shit personally.
For sure. Well, as I'm sure you've seen, man, there's been a lot of jailhouse videos coming out of Chicago, man. You know,
Yeah.
How do you feel about all that?
Shit, I'm trying to really see how the they getting them bitches though. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, shit, that's what's going on right now. You know, that's what's going on.
You know, one of the more bigger ones that came out was King Von sliding his handcuffs off.
Yeah.
Whooping on dude for allegedly having a disrespectful LA Capone tattoo.
Yeah.
You know, what'd you think when you seen that?
It wasn't surprising. That shit wasn't surprising to me at all. Cause I know him and I know how he is, you know what I'm saying? So once I seen the shit, it wasn't really surprising me. It was really something that was expected already. You know, so that shit that be happening in there. You gotta be in that bitch to know like certain shit like that be happening.
Yeah. What'd you think about the other video that came out about him?
Which one?
The one where he's joking about being gay.
Yeah, like I said, you gotta be in there. You gotta know what's going on in there to, you know what I'm saying, to understand the situation. You get what I'm saying? So me personally, I was in there, so I know it ain't nothing but a finesse, you know what I'm saying, to try to make a move, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just gotta know how it is in there to get out of a certain situation. That's all that is.
I've seen all these jail video fights and everything that they got coming out. You know, do you feel like that this is just the beginning of the videos that are going to be coming?
Hell yeah, I think it is. Yeah, because this is video that probably got. Yeah.
Now, there was one video of you getting arrested.
Of me getting arrested?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think I know what you're talking about when I was like in the lockup cell or some shit like that.
Oh, there's that one too. That's right. They wanted you to cooperate and you wouldn't cooperate.
No, they ain't want me to cooperate shit. They got them talking about some What the fuck? He was trying to talk to me, but I didn't want to talk to him. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling him, where my lawyer at type shit. I don't want to talk to you.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, I remember seeing that one, man. And there was another one, I think, too, where you ran a car and they arrested you from a car.
Oh, yeah. That was kind of the same situation. I think that was the same situation, but it was just like two different scenes type shit. So that was the same situation, but they just had took me to the station, and then that's when the other video came out.
For sure, for sure. How's Moowop and everybody holding up?
They're in good spirits. Everybody in good spirits.
They got a tough trial coming up here in a couple months.
Yeah.
You know, they've been leaking a lot of stuff, a lot of paperwork and everything. You know, it's going to be interesting to see what happens, man. You know, I think Moowop had like a really bright future, man. His music was really going, you know, so, I wish the best for them. You guys talk regularly and everything?
Yeah, I talk to him. Yeah, I talked to him a few times, you know what I'm saying? No, I talked to him. They good.
Okay. Well, is there anything else you want to add? How's your music coming?
The music?
You got an album dropping?
Huh? Oh, yeah, for sure, yeah. Yeah. 8/18, yeah. Welcome to the jungle. Welcome to the jungle.
Oh, all right.
Man, you know, it's a few features on there for my people, you get what I'm saying? You know, from the block, you know what I'm saying? A lot of hard work, overtime put in. They've been waiting on it for a long time, so it finally came, man. That day finally came. They can go get it this Friday.
Want to start a podcast, but not sure how? Riverside has got you covered. First, go to Riverside.
Get it this Friday. Is there any features you could talk about?
I just want to let it be a surprise when it come out, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to, tell them right now. But yeah, there's a few features on there, though, for sure.
This your first album, right?
Yeah, first one.
First one. Okay.
One. Yeah.
And why now? How come you choose to drop your music now?
Nah, actually, it supposed to been dropped, but we had a few delays, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of shit we had to do, you know what I'm saying? But this the time come now. It finally came, and the date, it was supposed to actually come out last week, you know what I'm saying? But we was kind of set back on some little minor stuff, but this the week though, you know what I'm saying? This Friday.
Are you going to be going hard from now on? Is this like something we can expect from you more often?
Yeah, this is something you definitely gonna expect from me more often, you know what I'm saying? Like consistency, more videos, more networking, more politicking. You definitely expect a lot more from me in the near future.
And now that you've been doing music and you're traveling, you're seeing new places all over the country, is there anything that you've learned or been through, you know what I'm saying, just from getting out of the streets?
I mean, I learned a lot, you know what I'm saying? And I learned from my mistakes, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of shit that you go through in life, you know what I'm saying? It's either like you go better yourself from the situation, or you could end up in the same situation, you get what I'm saying? So as far as for me, I really try to learn mistakes and really think shit out, you know what I'm saying, before I make a decision like shit.
Biggest videos to come out of Chicago, and it wasn't surprising, but it was kind of surprising because it was the first time we actually seen something. We had been hearing about these rumors about Little J going on for a while, and then this video comes out with this guy who looks a lot like Little J, and he got some dude sitting on his lap, man. What'd you think about that?
It wasn't surprising to me because that's something I already knew from being in jail, you know what I'm saying? From seeing him in protective custody, you know what I'm saying? So that shit wasn't really surprising to me at all. Everybody know that shit, Everybody know he a little Geechee, man. He like going on the protective custody wing so he could be in the cell with one of them or some silly ass shit. So it wasn't surprising to me at all.
How long have these rumors about Little J been going on?
Man, that shit been going on for a long time. I've been in and out of jail for a long time. So that's something that had to be going on from when he been got locked up, from whatever case he was on, that shit probably done like 5-6 years ago type shit. That shit been going on for a minute.
Damn. He says it's not him.
Man, hey, okay. I'd say that too. If he caught on red, he got that McKinley camera, man. He know that shit, huh?
Well, I think the next day a video dropped of him choking a rainbow.
Yeah.
From a gangster point of view, you know what I'm saying? Like what are the rules for something like that?
First of all, he ain't got no business touching the Geechee. He ain't got no business touching the rainbow. You get what I'm saying? The reason why he touched the rainbow is it was something between him and the rainbow to where he got mad about something. You get what I'm saying? You ain't finna be talking to no motherfucker like that. Y'all got something going on. He got something going on.
A lot of people feel like he should just come out if that's who he is.
Man, shit, it's already out. He want to keep denying it. He might as well. They like, man, you know, that shit out. So you can't do nothing about it.
Yeah. A lot of people feel like he lied to people, you know. I don't know, man. He's sticking to it. He says it's not him, but it's getting harder and harder for everybody to believe, you know.
Hell nah. Hey, you see, when they interrogated the rainbow, I forgot what he actually said. Like, he got mad because I didn't want to do this or do that. You know what I'm saying? So, come on, man. That shit out there. He know what's going on, man.
Mimo, I seen you and Mimo kind of had some issues on the internet not too long ago.
What about him? What you said some issue?
From what it says right here, Mimo tells Munna Duke he's putting belt to ass when he catch him.
He ain't never put a belt to ass in no more day in his life. I don't really take people like that serious, man. You gotta know him, man. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker like me that been around, I know every motherfucker. And a motherfucker like him, I can't take serious. You know what I'm saying? He can't step a foot on my block. He would never step a foot on my block. Never.
Mimo used to be really cool right there because I think he shot at least one video there before, right?
Yeah, that was before a lot of shit transpired. You get what I'm saying? So at once upon a time he was able to come over there. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of shit changed. So that shit he can't step foot over there.
There are quesadillas, and then there's Zaxby's giant chicken finger quesadillas, packed with their famous chicken finger.
Well, I guess you Instagram, you said be direct, don't do the subliminals, so I can beat the F out of you.
Yeah, I kind of just want to beat his ass. I ain't want to, you know what I'm saying, like take it to the extreme. So I'm like, where you at? So, you know what I'm saying, I'll meet up with you wherever you at. I'm gonna come to you, you know, and I'm gonna embarrass him. But you know, he ain't never gonna do that, man. He ain't like that.
Is there any way you guys can squash your issues?
Is there any way we could do what?
You guys can squash your issues.
Ain't no way. It ain't no issues like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just beat his ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna beat him up, and you know what I'm saying? However, he could be cool after that. Well, we ain't gonna be cool, but have he want to take it? You know what I'm saying? I just need to see him.
Not too long ago, Little Durk did an interview with academics. In this interview, he calls Little Tim a nerd. And a nerd.
Yeah.
How do you?
He a nerd. He ain't lying. I just wish I could have been out, you know what I'm saying? To prevent a lot of shit. But, you know. But nah, Foz, he ain't lying. He a nerd.
Do you feel like it's kind of crazy that Quando, there's actually videos of Quando Rondo dissing 63rd out there?
I ain't see that. I ain't see it.
You haven't seen that? Let me see. Let me see if I can find it for you real quick.
But even if he is, I don't give. That don't justify shit.
Right. You guys used to, you know, at one point it seemed like it was, you know, fire, man. You know, is kind of mad at Drake. So I guess Drake called Young Boy and said that he can't mess with him because he messes with Little Durk. How you feel about that?
That's the right way. You know, that's the right way to go about the situation. He can't win if we don't with him up. Then, you know, if we don't with him up, nobody we go be able to fuck with him because we gonna feel like, you know, ain't no playing both sides or in between. You know what I'm saying? You got to pick a side. So, I mean, that's just how I feel about the situation.
So Drake definitely picked his side.
I mean, if that's what, I don't know. I can't speak on it because I don't know. But if you saying that's what happened, then shit, you know?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's what Young Boy said, man. I think you guys even been dissing Young Boy, and I think at one point one of his dudes, even his homies, even pulled up to your guys' block or was in front of your block before.
Yeah, he damn sure ain't pull up to the block. He probably did some little funny shit and was probably like across the street and snuck a picture, but he ain't never put on our block. You know what I'm saying? He probably did some little funny shit to try to make it seem like he was on the block, but nah. he ain't that stupid.
Yeah, he wasn't, you know, in Oblock, but he was, I believe, I want to say by the parts store. AutoZone.
Oh yeah.
I want to say he was right there by, you know, on King Drive and right there.
Yeah, he probably, I think I know what you're talking about. He was probably like at the corner, the corner and try to make it seem like, I know what you're talking about. I seen that before.
Yeah.
He did that so quick and left so fast. He just like, man, I mean, you know what I'm saying? He didn't want to stay right there for too long.
Yeah, I don't think he was on live either.
Nah, hell nah.
But, you know, being that you guys have this famous block, man, I mean, dudes are always showing up to Oblock. You know what I'm saying? From 6ix9ine to even like.
They don't, hold on. They don't show up. They don't show up to Oblock. They probably show up on the outside strip. You get what I'm saying? So it's a difference between coming inside and letting it, you know what I'm saying? A difference between coming on a strip where any cop could just ride past and make it seem right here. You get what I'm saying? So it's kind of like a difference.
I see. Okay. So no points then. No points for just driving down King Drive.
Nah, they don't get no points for that, man.
Here's how to never have to worry about money after a car accident. Listen, if you have been in a car accident in the past year, even as a passenger, you could be owed a
Okay. With these videos about Vaughn leaking, do you feel like people are kind of like trying to destroy Vaughn or trying to, you know what I'm saying, kind of like tarnish his image?
Nah, I don't feel like whatever video they think they got or whatever video they try to show will none be able to assassinate his character. You get what I'm saying? Like no matter what it is, because just like with the jail situation, like that one's shit but a finesse, you know what I'm saying, to get to a different deck, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't really too much they could do or say to try to, you know what I'm saying, make him look like a different type of person. You get what I'm saying? Like most know what type of person he is. So whatever they try to do or try to say, that shit ain't gonna work.
You know, I seen a lot of people in the comments say that it was kind of corny that they're leaking these videos now that after he's passed away, and he can't really like defend himself.
That's why you got people like me, you know what I'm saying, to let's go defend him, you know, every step of the way. You know what I'm saying? No matter because I know him personally, you know what I'm saying? I know like any video or whatever it is that a motherfucker could try to put out, or you just got to really know him to, you know what I'm saying, to know like the situation. So a motherfucker that don't know him and to see that video be like, you know what I'm saying, try to think some other shit, but you just got to know him, you know what I'm saying? You got to know him to know like what's the situation.
Did he have that type of wild personality where he would just, I know, say some wild shit? Because I know people like that they'll just like, what the did you just say? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you know they're playing, but it's some wild shit.
That's jail shit, you know what I'm saying? So that's typical Chicago jail shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how motherfuckers play in jail, you know what I'm saying? No matter like, who never been in there be like, they on some, man, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta be in that, you know what I'm saying, that situation to know like they playing, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how motherfuckers play in jail type shit, you know what I'm saying? But that's how that shit go.
For sure, for sure. I want to say some of the biggest news, you know, to come out has been 6ix9ine working with Kodak. You know, Kodak's been getting a ton of backlash. People have been mad as hell. You know, even Boosie called him out on it. It feels like he shouldn't have worked with somebody who was a snitch. You know, how do you feel about that?
Me personally, I wouldn't do it, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially like just off the caliber person you is, or if you come from the streets, you get what I'm saying? So no matter how much money, that's me personally, like no matter how much money I'm off you, like, well, off of me, I wouldn't do it, you get what I'm saying? I can't speak for no other person, but I don't know, I can't really speak on that situation. If that was me, I wouldn't have did the shit, you know?
Yeah. Well, he did diss him on his own song. You know, he said I got a rat giving me cheese, but I guess they made him cut that part out.
Why? But look, can they make him cut his whatever he said in his verse? Nah, that's what I said. So how you gonna make me cut my shit out? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I can't speak upon it. That's whatever situation they got going on. I could just say like what I do. I wouldn't do it.
Also, Little J, you know, he also had some problems in jail recently where he broke his leg.
Yeah.
You know, what do you think when you see something like
It's running, man. A motherfucker from around the way was beating his ass or some shit like that. They was on the same deck, and he was running, trying to get away. He was trying to get away, and he broke his leg, man, trying to jump off the deck or some shit like that, I heard.
his leg up, man?
Yeah, his leg up, yeah.
Another video that just came out on him was somebody hit him with a Glock dookie. but on some real shit, Jay did whoop dude.
Huh?
Jay whooped the dude who did it.
I don't know. Shit. I know he sprayed his ass down. I don't know. I think I did see it. Yeah, like I'm gonna give, you know what I'm saying? Like I think I did see it when he sprayed his ass down and he like got on top of him or some shit like that. I think I did see that. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, man, that's some, you know, a Glock dookie, man. That's crazy, bro. Man, that's nuts, bro.
Yeah, they fanned him down with that motherfucker.
Man, how often does something like that happen in jail?
Man, that shit, I'm saying that's typical everyday shit in jail, man. Every day you could be locked up in your cell and a motherfucker like come holler at you like, hey bro, man, let me holler at you and spray your cell down. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how shit go.
That's just how that shit go. Cell's all fucked up and smelling all messed
the
up.
Correctional officers don't get no. They go. You got to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? That's how shit go.
The insurance companies hope you never discover this one fact.
Wait, what? The insurance just called me and tried to offer me $5,000.
Yeah.
Man, I mean, you get a shower after that at least, or you got to wait a couple of days?
If you got a player CO, or if you got, you know what I'm saying, some type of pool in the jail, then you can make something happen, but if you ain't got shit going on, you don't know no more, then you gotta live with that shit to tomorrow whenever you come out.
Damn.
Yeah.
What's like the worst type of situation like that
shit like that, like the worst type of situation? Man, you could be good, right? You know, when you go to court in county, you run into everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like, you go run into everybody. You probably see more you know from this block. It's like when you go to court, you see everybody you know, or you go see a lot of motherfuckers you in tour with. Motherfuckers bring shit like that to court. You know what I'm saying? Bring shit like that to court and catch you and spray you down. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit I've seen before. Motherfuckers get sprayed down on their way to court.
He got to go to court smelling all.
You got to go to court like that, man. That's how this shit go.
Damn.
Yeah. Definitely got to go to court.
You guys
like
are pretty ruthless in there with the Glock dookies, man. Damn.
Man, it go down in that bitch. It go down.
Yeah. I don't think we got stuff like that over here, man. Just normal. We just got normal fights and stabbings and shit. You know?
Yeah, they come up with all type of shit. Glock dookies got them a fight, stabbing, all type of shit. They make their own type of shit in Cook County.
Savage life.
Yeah. See, you know about something. Look, you talk about the savage life. Yeah.
Man, bro, that's crazy. I heard they don't really do that no more though.
I don't know. I ain't been there. I ain't been to the county since 2019. I left 2019, so that's like 4 years ago. So I don't really know. I don't really know.
So yeah, that's I guess it's a sexual assault now if they catch you. So
okay.
I mean, that's just what I don't know from experience. I'm just
right.
You know.
Oh yeah. See, I don't know then. Probably so. Shit. I don't know. It should be changing.
Yeah. 1090 Jake has been dropping a lot of paperwork, exposing a lot of guys, man, and a lot of people are kind of mad about it. They kind of feel like he shouldn't be doing it. You know, how do you feel about that?
Shit. I mean, if I'm trying to see why motherfuckers be mad, as long as they ain't got no paperwork against no motherfucker, or they know they ain't never been in no position, so why would you get mad? You know what I'm saying? But shit, he exposes shit, I guess. Shit, that's how I look at it. Shit.
He's messing up careers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
hell nah.
Man, bro, like I know Spot him got him. You know, like he was.
I don't blame him. Shit, if motherfucker foul, man, they trying to if motherfucker foul and they trying to keep this shit a secret, and it's a way motherfucker figure it out, then put their ass on blast. That's how I feel. Shit, cause you bogus in the first place. You bogus.
Yeah, man. You know, he's definitely slowed down or completely ruined a few careers, man, just with these paperwork coming out, man. Kind of crazy to see, man. You know, some people get mad at him, some people salute him. You know, he's loved, he's hated for it. You know,
shit, he ain't wrong in my ass. He ain't wrong to me. Shit, motherfuckers bogus, they bogus. I don't get mad at him. Shit.
Yeah. Shit. I mean, you guys got the video. You know, I guess they got a thing in Florida where it's like kind of easy to get the paperwork, and you know what I'm saying? You guys kind of got that similar type of thing with the videos now where somebody, I guess, could just go on the computer and just start grabbing everything, man. So I don't expect it to stop anytime soon.
Oh yeah, nah, hell no, shit. Just keep the show rolling, motherfuckers bogus, then shit, put their ass on blast.
I hear you, man. Well, man, Munna Duke, man, I appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Man, dope interview. We covered a lot of stuff. I know you got some music coming up. You wanna touch base with the music you got coming out?
Yeah, I got the, you know, like we talked about earlier, you know, like with the tape, with the Welcome to the Jungle album coming. I'm talking about April. August 18th, this Friday, you know. It's a nice album. I put a lot of hard work, dedication, overtime in it. I know my fans and all my supporters go rock with it. They go love the album, and it's gonna get better and better.
What would you describe it as? Like, are we gonna get that grimy, Oblock, drill music?
Yeah, you go get that welcome to the jungle, you know what I'm saying? From my perspective, you know what I'm saying? Everything that I've been through, all my struggles I've faced, jail type shit. So you go get that, yeah. Everything that I kind of went through, you know what I'm saying? And shit that I can relate to, you know what I'm saying? So any motherfucker that could relate to what I relate to, then they go vibe to it.
That's what it is, man. Well, I'm looking forward to it.
For sure that.
All right, bro. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Sure.
All right. I'm gonna give a shout out to my beautiful wife and our beautiful blessed we got on the way, you know.
What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon. So hit that like button, subscribe.
All right, YouTube, what's the big old deal, man? This y'all favorite hood partner, Big Nina boy, and we still jumping, man. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, listen, boys turn into men when they realize that the world don't care about them, man. You understand what I'm saying? It's time to walk into your power, man. Speak life into your life, gang. So look, we got Charleston White today, man. Yeah, I know. I don't really like that nigga either, man. Hey, man. I don't like that nigga. Shit. Knock his eye out, motherfucker. But nah, man. But he said some profound stuff from the snippet I seen. So, you know, it's only right that we do it the right way and not the wrong way, man. So let's get into it. We got Charleston White exposed why Big U set up Nipsey Hussle. He got too big. You see what I'm saying? He got too big to the point where every day certain individuals get up, go hug the block. They got to watch him walk into his fortress, his palace, his plaza. You know what I'm saying? His commercial real estate. You know what I'm saying? Only dude over there that got his own commercial real estate. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? He pulling up, you know what I'm saying, with a murder mommy in the car. You know what I'm saying? All the kids, people all over the world is coming to see him. And you niggas stand outside while y'all over there playing dominoes and drinking Old English and shit. Motherfucker think he is, nigga. Ain't nobody bigger than the program, man. It was set up like that for a reason. Nah, don't give me that shit. Told that nigga, hey, take that business somewhere else, nigga. You making us look bad out here. Yeah, and you the only nigga, it's cold, and you the only nigga with a chinchilla coat on around them. Anyway, let's get to this reaction. Why, man, but you be saying some real ish. So let's get into it, gang.
And this little boy says, last night, Aramis came to me in a dream. Man, something hit me. I put your weed out. And the little boy's voice was so clear. And he said he was in heaven. Come on, man. How can this? Who told that kid to say that?
This is what Charleston White claims happened to Nipsey Hussle. Keep in mind, Charleston admits to playing a character online.
All of it's entertainment online.
And anyone can say anything on the internet, whether it's fact or a lie.
I'm playing on y'all while y'all trying to understand me. No, stop trying to understand me.
I can hop out, learn levels to this whole thing. Old school play the OJ, trying to make a slow change. Mama still slaving for low wages, trying to double up.
Homie, they killed Nip too. Let's not forget, homie.
Yeah, 3 or 4 times, I ain't telling no lies, I just run it up. Never let a hard time, homie was.
Eric Holder was not a lone actor in that.
Double up.
That's my manager. But I met Steve Lobel through one of my homeboys and also his partner in my management, Big U.
I ain't telling no lies, I just yeah.
Steve was 10% management and I was 10% management because it didn't make no sense for us to go get another manager. Right. And so we started pushing on that.
I mean, you know, motherfuckers gonna say what they gonna say. It is what it is. We all eating, we all getting money, my nigga. I'm in a good position. I'm happy. We got our foot in the door. You know what I mean? The big homie made his position felt. You know what I'm saying? Been putting money in the nigga pocket. Niggas automatically want to make an assumption. Oh, that's that Suge Knight shit. At the end of the day, cause we Crips, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it's a mutual understanding as homeboys before this money and this music shit. You feel me?
So
Okay. But y'all gotta understand something, man. You know, he didn't deny it. Nip did not deny it. He was just like, shit, nigga, you know what I'm saying, nigga? You know, I got it out the trenches, nigga. Out the hood with this shit. You know what I'm saying? And shit, nigga. If I could put homie in a position, you know what I'm saying, and it's go put a little bread in his pocket while I'm leading this train, then I'm gonna do my thing. You see what I'm saying? So, nigga, yeah, some niggas might say, yeah, nigga, he put this crippin' before.
Shopify's point-of-sale system helps you sell at every stage of your business. Need a fast and secure.
Yo, we about to get into this video. Blocko say Duke and Youngin got killed. He say the ops are already snitching on themselves. So let's see what's going on, man.
DJ U's couch done strike again, man. Right? The cursed couch of hip-hop media done strike again.
Damn, what DJ U do? All right. Blocko say it's DJ U fault. Yeah, damn.
How many more lessons do y'all need, bruh? Everyone who goes on that couch ends up passing away or something unfortunate happens, bruh. The couch ain't favored by God. God been trying to tell y'all, bruh. God ain't blessing no F Ninjas platform, bruh. That couch is cursed. And it unstruck again, bruh. All right. Oblock, Munna Duke, and his homie Youngin got shot and killed last night.
Chicago police are looking for suspects in a triple shooting in Edgewater. 2 of the victims were killed.
WGN's Christine Flores has more from St. Francis Hospital in Evanston.
Judy and Jewel, good morning. Now, one of those victims was brought here originally listed in fair condition. As to what led up to that shooting, officials say that is still to be determined. Police taped off a large area near Broadway and Rosemont in the Edgewater neighborhood early Saturday morning as they investigated.
Stay away from Edgewater because it's dangerous.
Officials say it was around 1:20 this morning.
And y'all see all them shell casing markers?
Morning when officers responded to the scene for a call of a person shot. Upon arrival, they found multiple victims had sustained gunshot injuries. A 28-year-old male sustained multiple gunshot wounds to the body and was transported by the Chicago Fire Department to St. Francis Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. A 31-year-old male sustained a gunshot wound to the chest and was transported to Wise Memorial Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. A third victim, a 36-year-old male, sustained a gunshot wound to the back and was transported to Evanston Hospital, where he was listed in fair condition. According to police, the victims were not able to provide details of the incident. At this time, no arrests have been made. Area 3 detectives are investigating.
A couple people close to the situation, including an eyewitness, have given their account of exactly what took place. So we're going to cover that. Now, I was surprised when I first heard the news that these two with a face card that they got, because they're pretty notable. Now, they're not notable in life. If you know anything about this ongoing war, you know who Munna Duke is and you know who Youngin is. So I'm shocked that they were still in Chicago moving around. I thought when you got a face card like that, bro, you at least move to Wisconsin or Indiana somewhere, bro. You don't stay in Chicago. Oblock, Munna Duke is on your right. Youngin is on your left. These two dudes live private lives, bro. Youngin on your left never did interviews. There's not an interview out there of Oblock Youngin.
Munna Duke did a couple of interviews. It seemed like he was trying to do the media stuff, but then he fell back once it got too hot, and nobody had really heard from Munna Duke since. I feel like the most public or viral moment of
he was in jail fighting a pipe case.
Munna Duke's internet career is probably when he pressed the two YouTubers from Philly who was filming in Oblock at around 2 a.m.
Go. Hey, this was hilarious though. I ain't gonna lie. Dude told me y'all ain't getting no content right here. What y'all mean content?
So why would y'all even come up into my content? Because we from Philly, we do. What does that mean, man? I don't give no fuck about no content.
Right, no disrespect. No disrespect. Nobody told us to slide. We talked to the security guard, another person that lived in front. I said, I respect that. I respect that. No.
So who is y'all? Why y'all just?
My name.
Now that's crazy. We going to Oblock to do an interview or get content or whatever, and you don't even know who Duke is.
Fellas, you know what makes a date night special? This guy. Be a great date. And gentlemen, and subscribe to Blue Chew. Your first month is free.
That ain't the move, bro.
Man, he's on fire. Who as I heard, that's right.
They be wrong if I take the camera and some motion. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Y'all just come up here. This ain't no free. You know what I'm saying? So just get up out.
Get up out of here. Go that way.
Not the brightest look of his life, but I feel like this moment don't really define him. I wouldn't be kicking somebody out of public housing, to be honest, but I think he's more than his moment. Now, after these, he could even make it to the morgue. Instagram, on Facebook, self-snitching and celebrating and antagonizing the situation. However, you have other people like J Main and others care about the push and peace movement who don't want for another war to reignite. So they've been pushing the fact that, no, bro, we didn't do this. But the 63rd members, man, don't care about that push and peace, bro. They on Instagram self-snitching in fashion I've never seen before, bro. This is the self-snitching Olympics, bro. It's a race to see who can self-snitch the fastest and the hardest. FBG Young, who's the brother of, was allegedly killed by he took to social media at 6 a.m. Chicago time before he even had a chance to brush his teeth and shower. He was on social media celebrating the murder of Oblock Munna Duke and Oblock Youngin. And for
now, just because he wrote that don't mean he had nothing to do with it.
For anybody who thought they could check him, for anybody who thought they could play the moral police, right, who tried to shame him for celebrating the death of another black man, he had a response for that, bruh. He followed up with another quote post on Facebook. The post says, I love when ops die because it showed me who really F with who on this MFer. By the way, F dude, now do some smoke. His response was talk that talk emoji. Now, I've never seen Oblock Munna Duke diss FBG Cash or diss FBG Duck in any of the interviews he did, but obviously Oblock Munna Duke is riding with King Von. He's riding with Oblock, so I don't even think he needed to diss anybody, bro. He was already on the side. But I don't think it helped him out, though, when he's on interviews taking calls from Muwa in jail for murdering FBG Duck.
Boy, wow, man. He gonna be, I'm going to say this, my boy WAP on the phone. He going to be back soon, man, you know? Do you want to say something or not? I said, do you want to say something? Man, just say something, man. Just say, just say what's up, man. It's your boy, WAP, man. You know, I'm be back.
Say what's up, man. It's your boy, WAP. What the hell? Funny as hell.
Like so, man. You know, something like that.
FBG Young isn't the only one on social media celebrating and self-snitching at his finest. Other people took to the Instagram comments, took to Facebook comments to celebrate the death. A user by the name of Tuka Vills KO, he put laughing emoji, smoke emoji, 67 Sane had the ooh emoji. You have others clapping with the smoke emoji. So people is having a good old time right now, bro. I don't think it's wise to be having this much of a good time when somebody pass away, because I live by the principle of the same thing that makes you laugh is going to be the same thing that make you cry. If you laughing because somebody homie gets smoked, your homie going to get smoked next. That's just how I live my life, bro. But hey, it's freedom, I guess. Now, the social media detectives have been running to YouTube trying to be the first one to solve this murder, which I think is very bizarre. But what can I say? I've done it before. I've ran to social media trying to solve a murder. So they're now on YouTube trying to figure this out. One YouTuber by the name of Truth Teller, he's on social media claiming that Oblock Munna Durk and his homie, they were murdered because of a get back or revenge plot on behalf of FBG Duck.
A lot of people posting about this. I've had a real update. I ain't saying the other updates ain't real, but it's a real update. So hit the like button, because it push any fake updates down and push a real update up. It looked like they was leaving out of a bar. Okay, I don't know.
Why is Truth Teller having his teeth, folks? Like what? Hey, who took Truth Teller mask? Hey, get Truth Teller his mask back.
What would make you go to a bar on a weekend that late at night, you know, in Chicago? That's a 3 out of 3. That's a recipe for disaster, in my opinion. But unfortunately, you know, a lot of people don't follow these rules. I don't understand why. But it seemed like they was at a bar on the 6300 block. Now, I'm not sure exactly how close that is to 63rd, but it says 6300. And we know that's the area they probably shouldn't want to be around. Now,
that's true. You know, all the way up north is not on 63rd. And you know that.
I'm not saying that's in the right area where they shouldn't go. I'm just saying
it's all the way up north on a whole nother street. Why would make you think that it's on 63rd for where they from or where they be at, Truth? Come on, man. You know better than that.
You got the word 63 on it, okay? That's all I'm saying. According to a lady whose daughter was at a bar where they was killed at, you know, she posted on social media and said that it was somebody outside the bar walking around with a ski mask on, just pacing back and forth with a ski mask on, like he was waiting for them to leave out the bar. When I hear that, it feels like maybe their location was dropped. Somebody calls, hey, them niggas up in there, y'all, they up in there, they gonna leave out sometime soon. Because somebody outside just waiting. He said he wasn't hiding, he was just outside the bar in the front, walking around pacing with a ski mask on. The lady also said that it was people, her daughter said it was people inside the club with ski masks on, inside this bar. Now, what bar owner got people allowing people to be inside this club with a ski mask on? That's some wild, extra crazy shit to me, to be honest with you. You know, that don't seem very professional. When it comes to these bars, you can have on gym shoes, you can have on jeans, all kind of shit, okay? And then, you know, she said basically when they came outside, you know, Buddy ran up on them and started shooting at them. And they got killed. This happened in Chicago. You know, it's a real war going on. It's already talk in the street that this is get back for FBG Duck. And they did this for FBG Duck. I'm not sure. I don't want to throw that out, you know. But I can tell you, it was hard.
Truth did the whole video on it and said, now I ain't saying they did it for Duck, but they saying they did it for Duck. Crazy as hell, man.
You know, and I'm not sure, but the streets are talking, and people.
You some gossip, bro. Yo, men gossip the most on this app, man. Now, here's the thing, man. I think it's irresponsible. What streets, bro? Now, it is the lazy assumption because 63rd is already distant. Well, that's their ops. Why wouldn't they be distant? And then the closest link is FBG Duck is the biggest murder they had in the last, I don't know, decade. But I feel like that's just lazy, bro. All right, that's just a lazy reach. So I'm not ready to go that far, and I haven't heard anything that will make me think this is for FBG Duck. Now, I will say though, man, the 63rd members who are on social media substation, y'all gotta relax, bro, because that's how the Oblock 5 got booked for FBG Duck's murder. Right? Too much talking online. A mom whose daughter was present speaks, and she says, "Thanking God for protecting my baby and her friends last night. They were at this bar and had just got to their vehicle, stating that they saw the ninja, the gunman, just pacing around outside of the bar with the ski mask on. I asked her, why didn't y'all just leave when y'all saw that? She said, Ma, I didn't think any of it because there were ninjas inside of the bar with ski masks on too. Like, who the F allows that? I said, make that sure your last time going to that bar. What the F? So the guys walk out, the gunmen start shooting. The boy is running towards my daughter's friend's car. One of the bullets hit the car. None of them were hurt by the grace of God. And then one of them collapsed right in front of her vehicle and died. This is unfortunate. Now, I wouldn't be going to any bar in Chicago. I don't feel like you could pay me enough to go to Chicago or to go outside to a bar in Chicago. Bro, like, I got offers to go to like Oblock and to like sleep on the roof with some pastor to push peace. I said, listen, bro, I don't want peace that bad, homie. I'm not doing it. Now, another dynamic at play here that I feel like we should really watch out for is, Oblock has been welcoming in a lot of 63rd members. They may have gone to Oblock to push peace. And there's been talk of pushing peace in a peace treaty between 63rd and Oblock. So when people hear Truth Teller like come online and assign this death to 63rd, like, people like they may ain't having it. They work too hard to push peace. They're like, bro, we not going for that, bro. We work too hard to push peace. We worked for too many nights to come to a situation where at least it's a ceasefire. It's not peace, but it's a ceasefire. So J May made a video going out of his way to debunk that this may be like an Oblock versus 63rd thing. J May wants it to be known that, like, 63rd had nothing to do with this. They did not kill Oblock Munna Duke and Oblock Youngin. And here is J May breaking down exactly what he believes happens.
I know the whole situation, but I heard I watched Truth Teller video saying it was supposed to be get back for FBG Duck. Truth Teller, let's not throw narratives out there, bro, because that's how, put it like this Chicago, that's how niggas end up dying, bro. Like,
say, man, like, nah, we ain't know that.
You got to know, putting that type of energy into the air before you got actual proof. I understand on the video you saying, nah, you don't know, but let's not even throw that. Let's not even gas that type. Let's not put that type of fuel on that fire like that, because at this time, we don't know. People assume shit, and sometimes when you assume, you make an ass out yourself. All I'm saying is, let the people do their job and hit different. When you just saying this side or these people, this group of people and it's on the internet, and some of these people is not smart enough or wise enough. I don't want to say smart, but just.
That was J Main's first video, which I completely agree, bro. Somebody is going to die behind this. Oblock aren't known to get pushed over. They put in the pain and they do the pushing. So to come out here and just throw out accusations willy-nilly, bro, is kind of crazy, right? Because, you never know, bro. Somebody could just hear the rumors going around, 63rd got something to do with this, bro. Hop out and just go blast 63rd just because. I remember, man, when a dude that both these people are dead right now, okay? Like, this was my 8th grade year, okay? A dude by the name of Blazer Mugaham, you feel me? Blazer Mugaham passed away. He was a well-respected dude in our community, well-respected, okay? Now, Blazer Mugaham was murdered by Tristan Fisher, who is from Chester. However, when Blazer Mugaham passed away, there were rumors of who did it, who ain't do it. Now, I was personally in the room, man, when when one of my OGs from 6th Street, as soon as he heard, those dudes did it, man, bro, militarized, and a couple dudes was out the crib within 5 minutes, bro, go and put in pain on the wrong dudes. You feel me? Luckily, nobody passed away. All right. So I understand how fast people can trip when they're emotional right now.
Flacco, the hell you doing on 6th Street? Hey, Flacco, hey, stay out of all that, man. Stay away from all that.
So you don't even want to put that out there. But J-May would actually come back because after learning, after watching, after hearing, he would come back and he would have his theory of exactly how Oblock Munna Duke passed away.
It ain't got nothing to do with 63rd. That's some Chicago shit, bro. That's some Chicago shit, bro. That's what we gonna say. That's some Chicago shit that happened, bro. it's an unfortunate situation, bro. And the whole thing is, bro, a bar owner letting people in the bar with masks on for them grades. Where's the security at? Like, when it comes to security, bro.
Yeah, I do agree with them on that. Like I said, if you walk in anywhere and they got shiesties on, you need to get up out of there. For real, fast.
When it comes to the bars, bro, let's break this shit down. Why is somebody in the bar with a mask on for them grades? Y'all letting people in bars with shiesties on, bro? That shit don't even make sense on for them grades. So y'all telling me the camera got a masked man walking inside the bar looking, people walking in the looking. But that's why I say it was some Chicago shit. Put it like this. It had to be a back door. Cause when you break this shit down on phone, if you coming out of bar, folks, let's break this shit down. If you coming out of bar, how somebody just gonna know you coming out the bar right when you coming out the bar? I don't care. They like, yeah, so and so in there. They say soon as Duke and them left out the bar, that's when the shit played out. They say, come up, pop, 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 pop. It hit different, bro. Like, how? And I just came out this bar if ain't nobody backdoor me, bro. Like, that's a backdoor, bro.
God bless J-Main Hart, man. Right? God bless J-Main Hart, bro. I feel like, bro, J-Main had to make this video, man. J-Main like, listen, man, I got to do something to counteract the narrative, man, that this came from 63rd, bro. If I got to make a video, bro, let folks know. Because J-Main dropped another video after this, bro, where he, like, reviewed, like, an AI video, where the AI video claiming they already found the people who did it. So J-Main is just trying to counteract the narrative, man, that 63rd ain't do this, bro. But J-Main, you my brother, J-Main. Hey, can nobody play with J-Main, bro? Hey, bro, anybody play with J-Main, I'm smoking them. Bro, they know, bro.
No, Flacco, you gotta chill. You gotta chill.
J-Main ops is my ops. J-Main know, bro. Anybody play with J-Main, I'm smoking. Well, unless for the Oblock guys. Because hey, if you Oblock, this don't pertain to you. But anybody else, J-Main ops is my ops. But J-Main know, bro. Them Oblock visits is it's over with, homie. All right. All right. That pushing piece, Oblock visits is over with, homie. Them boys is on wartime right now, bro. They not fraternizing with no ops. Ain't no talk of pushing piece no more, bro. Them boys on wartime right now, man. And yo, I feel like J-Main is a good dude, right? J-Main and Munna Duke appear to be really cool, but I feel like right now J-Main is an ambassador. J-Main is somebody who's like, like he's a diplomat. You feel me? He's trying to really bring peace. But right now, bro, right, right? Because 63rd, if they ain't do it, which I don't think they did because there's no proof they did it, they on social media celebrating right now, bro. They in the Instagram caption. All right, Instagram comments, they on Facebook, they out here celebrating, bro. So if they ain't doing it, they celebrating. And the one thing we know, bro, dissing the ops is almost worse than actually killing the op, bro. Dissing the op will get you killed faster than actually doing it. That's a fact. Let me know in the...
Yup. Now, Flacco ain't lying about that, though. But y'all get down in the comment section, man. Let me know what y'all think. It's your boy Buddha. I'm out.
Other people enjoy the celebration. I enjoy the preparation. It's more than just being on the range longer than anyone. It's about practicing smarter, getting more out of each shot, going through the process and checking the boxes. I've always wanted to be number one and win a major. I've done that. But make no mistake, I want more.
2412 for the mobile. Cool, disregard. I was just calling him on his cell phone. He might not have a reception up here. 10-4. 412. 2423. 2423. 23. When you call 12, can you ask them for the ID that they gave us? Well, his phone goes straight to voicemail. I'm assuming he can hear us or get a service over there too. Okay. Did you update the first victim condition? Never. He's in stable condition.
2023.
2023.
We heard some fireworks at Roseville and Hermitage. Get any calls? It's probably that.
10-4. 2022. 2423. 2423. Squad, do I have a name, the date of birth of the victim in Evanston Hospital on my ticket? Yeah.
Dear Dr. Shanizu, I've been a firefighter, a bodyguard. I'm not scared of anything, but with missing teeth, I hid from everything. You showed me it was possible.
Let me interrupt real quick here, because one of the news articles have the victim Munna Duke listed as Byron Cannon, and there was a Byron Cannon that did lose his life the same day around the same time, and apparently the news article just got the names mixed. So I just wanted to say RIP to him and his family. And
Dr. Umar, man, happy to have you back on the platform, my guy.
Peace and Pan-Africanism, good brother. Glad to be back with you. Shout out to the whole podcast universe. Glad to be having this conversation with you once again from my birth city of Philadelphia.
Yes, indeed, man. How you living, man? I mean, nowadays, man, you're a superstar out here, man. How you living, man?
Oh, man, I'm just a scholar Pan-Africanist, my brother. I hate the word celebrity, as you know, but I do appreciate the love that I get from the people as I travel from city to city, country to country, continent to continent. Definitely a lot of memories, a lot of love, a lot of support, a lot of appreciation. Of course, you get a few haters, you get a few detractors, but I'm okay with all of that. I just feel blessed enough that the Almighty has given me an opportunity, to fulfill this mission of mine of waking up our people and trying to unite our race.
Yes, indeed, man. That's what it's all about, man. I seen one video, bro, where you like walked into a room and they like reacted like it was like Michael Jackson in Japan or something, bro. It was like crazy. They just erupted.
Yes, shout out to Oakwood University. That's an HBCU in Huntsville, Alabama. And believe it or not, Art, I'm sure you're familiar with the Dred Scott case of 1857. Dred Scott was an enslaved African man who sued for his freedom when his master took him into a free state. And Supreme Court Chief Justice Roger B. Taney, who presided over that case, had ruled that the black man had no rights that white men were bound to respect. He said the founders of this country and the framers of the Constitution never intended for black people to be citizens of this country. And as such, we had no rights that could be upheld law. Dred Scott was actually enslaved on the plantation on which now sits HBCU Oakwood University. So that HBCU Art sits on a slave plantation, as many HBCUs do. They took the very place where our people were dehumanized and enslaved, and they transformed them into institutions of education and consciousness raising. I did not know that Dred Scott was enslaved on the premise or on the grounds where HBCU Oakwood University stands until after my lecture. So I'm only saying all that to say that that response that I received from the HBCU Oakwood University students, it may have had some ancestral power, some ancestral energy in there, because I had no knowledge of Dred Scott, having spent time there. And just another point of information about this story, Dred Scott was actually born in the same town as the prophet Nat Turner. Dred Scott and Nat Turner were both born in Druryville, Southampton County, Virginia, both of them. And, you know, that is a Seventh-day Adventist school arc. So, you know, a lot of our HBCUs were founded by churches, Black churches. And the Seventh-day Adventists, which is a white church, but they have a Black arm, the Seventh-day Adventists actually founded HBCU Oakwood University. So it's a religious institution, and they did get a lot of pushback from the Seventh-day Adventist Church, as well as Seventh-day Adventist alumni, for inviting me to the campus. But my position was, as it always is, I never go to an HBCU or PWI for that matter to go against what they represent. I speak in churches all the time. I never disrespect the church that I'm speaking in, because I'm not anti-religion. I am anti the behavior of religious institutions, but I'm not anti-religion. So there was no need for them to be fearful of my presence or my message. And I was grateful that in the aftermath of my speech, of the panel discussion, they saw that there was no need to be concerned about me anyway. You know, it's amazing that when I visit HBCUs, more so than PWIs, I get more scrutiny from the HBCUs. And it's interesting because after all these years of going to HBCUs and PWIs, my question to them is, why are you afraid? Have you ever heard from any university? Have you ever heard from any college in this country or across the world that Dr. Umar came here and disrespected our campus, or he came here and disrespected our religion? I've never had negative feedback. I have never been uninvited from a campus after having presented. I've never received a letter or an email from any president, board of trustees, director of student activities, vice president of student affairs. I've never, ever, any college I've been to in the world, I've never received negative feedback about my visit after I left. It's always before I get there. But that's not the first time I received a welcome like that, Brother Art. I'm well received on college campuses everywhere I go. That one just so happened to be caught on film. My intros are usually not caught on film, but I've received that invitation before at other campuses. Now, the reception I received at HBCU Oakwood University was one of the more powerful ones, definitely top 3. It might even be number 1, but that's not the only time I received that type of energy. I'm probably, and there's no way of being able to determine this for certain, but I'm probably the most popular and probably the most requested Black lecturer or guest lecturer at the PWIs. I don't know of anyone who's not a celebrity or a musician who is as requested to visit colleges and universities, PWIs or HBCUs, as I am. And I don't say that to brag. I just say that because a lot of times we make history, Art, and nobody records the history that we make.
Let me show you why I stopped paying for all my other sample libraries. This is Arcade by Output. This thing has sound, sample.
Admin Wack. And this time I brought my co-host and you brought yours. So we got an eclectic crew, to say the least. We got Rainwater and we got Travis Ford in the building.
Rainwater is, he understands the program.
What program?
The program, the overall politics of doing business, how to do business. You know what I'm saying? This dude here, he don't get it. He blames it on the alcohol.
Blame it on the dude.
He blames it on the alcohol. all in one catch. Now, Rainwater.
Yeah.
Let's just say your name is Rainwater on all socials, everywhere. That's your real name. Well, that's just the name we know you have, right? All in one catch, he says, yeah, this ain't for Rainwater because he woke up there, but no jumper. But Rainwater, my then you wake up in the morning and say, hey, they said they called the police on you. Oh, if they knew my first and last name, it was Rainwater. I'm confused. In one breath, he said, I with Wack, but screw no jumper. And then he said, they said they called the police and told him Travis Ford. He said, if they know my first and last name, it was Wack 100 told him.
I mean, to be fair, they did it with a cake. So I feel like when you make a cake and you feel like the cake is more than enough reason to be mad.
Some of it was Lush's fault, and some of it wasn't.
What wasn't Lush's fault? I feel like it was
the
all
common
Lush's
sense factor was not his fault.
So assuming that Lush has the common sense to be communicating with us when you lock in a piece of content?
No. Lush overstepped his boundaries by not clearing it with you anyway.
For sure, yeah.
But with him, and I keep telling him, hey, look, bro, you building for you. You doing it for you, right? This ain't the hood.
Right.
You stepping outside of the hood to,
Starting to kind of feel like a hood.
To position yourself
Burbank's first real gang.
To position yourself to be able to go do something for some people.
Right.
You can't bring all of that with you. So when he showed up 30, 40 deep, it's like, I'm telling them, like, try like what you do.
But see, the thing is that when you tap in with Laura to do an official interview, she stipulates like, hey, like you can only come with this amount of people. That's why random crackheads like Lush are not allowed to lock in interviews entirely by themselves, typically.
See, but what it was they doing some 1986 shit. They playing on Lush, trying to put him in the back pocket.
Mafia Lush.
Yeah, Mafia Lush. So
Mafia
they like,
Lush is crazy.
he in violation. He gonna be around because you seen what he did the other day. So he started playing with you, right? I tell you, I said the minute he started playing with that Mafia, it's some people that do not understand what you understand.
Right.
They ain't gonna know that's their religion.
And I ain't put that up to that. And I wanted to, bro, apologize to you for that.
Yeah, we already talked.
You feel
but,
me?
It's all love.
That's not my character.
Come on, bro.
You feel me?
Come on.
I want to
listen, little nigga like you been kleptos.
Yeah.
You stole that shit. All little nigga.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
My bad, Adam.
I'd like to start with that.
I just wanted to start. I was going low key,
we can.
I was loaded, bro. I had a nigga champagne and
because I just watched
brown.
the interview that we just put out that was actually that day.
Yeah.
And you actually went into the side room at No Jumper and grabbed a couple of t-shirts, and then Moneybag Rose, not exactly a Boy Scout himself, he comes in and sort of saves the day, takes the t-shirts away.
We always together like, man, nah, this wrong, man. You know what? Put this back from me. Then you know what they say about double back, and I guess somebody came and I wasn't gonna let the homie go down for that. So so it's like boo. That's my brother. You feel me? So we always like
that's
I call my
that's some East Side shit.
Yeah.
Ain't no other thing. You took the shirts.
Yeah, and I
you brought your ass out.
Hold on.
Yeah,
so I passed the ball.
I remember.
So you came up here deep and took the shirt away? I mean,
He needed backup to take the shirts.
What happened?
Let me tell you why it's funny, right?
Yeah.
So the camera's there, everybody cleared out. Right. This little grimy motherfucker. Look, East Side baby.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
to me, when I see it, it's to be expected. He's an East Side baby.
Yeah.
He's from an area when you say South Central, that's the epitome of South Central.
Right.
He goes little ass in there, he doodling. Whoop, whoop.
Never sue the other driver after a car accident. There's a better way to get paid a way bigger check without having to go to court or pay expensive upfront legal fees. Listen, if you've been in a car accident in the past year, even as a passenger, you could be owed a significant cash payout. While most victims are struggling with insurance companies and lawyers, others are receiving 6- and 7-figure payouts without ever stepping foot in a courtroom. Here's how to never have to
5 minutes later, you seen another another grimy East Side nigga come back in and throw him on the couch.
It was like when
So
I was
wait,
there 3
now
minutes.
hold on. Now you said some crazy shit.
Yeah.
You said, because they asked you why you did, I think Alex Alonso, and you said you was mad. You start thinking about the Jay Reed fight
and
everything.
like,
so what the hell that had to do with you? How did you cross that with mad and no jumper?
I'm gonna say too much. I mean, I don't even say too much about that one, but you know, that night I was invited here. You feel me? So you know, after
you was invited here when? After I told you
not come. Yep. Much on it, but you know, after you told me 3 o'clock.
No, hold on.
You feel me?
So after I told you, meetings canceled. Don't come. You got an invite.
I got an invite. Yep. So I was feeling like, damn, you know, a lot of emotions going through. Like if I was here, man, it wouldn't have went like that though.
And now we're talking about the epic no jumper beating tonight.
Hold on. So now
it was a beating.
The fight that happened in the alley.
I didn't know that.
Where the guy got his pants taken.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm glad he's here.
The preacher.
Yeah.
I'm glad he's here because all this shit fits in. You don't even know it. So I
Don't tell me what I don't know.
No, I do. No,
I'll come across that.
I do a deal with Dosh. Rainwater was supposed to do the deal before me. They was talking to Rain about it.
And I thought this was a promoter. He invited me to his house.
They come to me, right? So I do the deal. So I'm looking at it. I'm telling myself, okay, what could we do to enhance this, right? So I told you, I think I got something for you. So I'm like, you know what? If I could take the trailers and the marketing and incorporate it in the no jumper content, boom. But I'm not gonna go ask Adam to just do this. I'm gonna give Adam a percentage of the company.
Right.
So I said, yo, I need you to come to No Jumper to show Adam the back end so he knows what that percent represents and you know how it can grow. So I'm talking to Mozzie and I'm talking to him. I'm the only two dudes that I know to talk to, right? So Mozzie sets the meeting, he's gonna come pull up laptop, open it up for Adam. Mozzie hit me at 2:30. I can't make it because he was in Vegas. Let's reschedule. So what I do, I hit bro. Hey, bro, Mozzie. Mozzie don't even hit him.
Right.
Look how I was working. I say, bro, Mozzie say he can't make it. So, you know, you might as well don't come.
Right.
Because if he's coming with Mozzie, he's coming about business. At that point, it's on me. Right? If he's coming by himself without Mozzie, then he wants some freelance stuff, right? And as you see, his little ass get loaded or whatever gets going on with him, he turned into something else. So I don't want him down here as Travis Ford for Main Street. I want him down here as the Dosh employee, right? The Dosh partner, actually, right? So, so how did you feel or what went through your head or what did you really put together when you say you got a call after my 3 o'clock call telling you to come down here?
First, it was like, first I wasn't even with nothing, but I was like, when I, man, hold up. Oh, shit, man. It was just a lot of emotion going through with that shit, you feel me? Because that was my homeboy, you feel me? And the other nigga, you feel me? He shouldn't have went through that, you dig?
But you saying that's your homeboy, but here goes the thing.
I mean, you know.
Here go the thing.
You feel me?
Didn't you tell your homeboy, Wack told me it's canceled not to come down here? Have him check on Sam, right? So if you told him it's canceled, hey, Wack told me
here. That's what I said.
So,
you feel me?
so
was he just geeked
that
up?
shit could have went
He
like
was just
a
on some
whole
fan
nother
shit.
way,
Like,
you
so
feel
how
me?
did he
he
get
just
here?
wanted to come here because he ain't been here before and he thought it was cool.
Be acting like fans.
Hold on,
act like they hate no
Travis,
bro.
so how did he get here?
He really got the full fan
If you
experience.
telling your home,
Somebody must call that or something, man. You feel me? Because originally we was all supposed to be here that morning. I told him, man, we ain't going. Day after Christmas, man, everybody chilling still. You feel me? It's 26. You dig?
That was the day after Christmas?
Yeah, so everybody's still chilling. You feel me? I'm with the family too. When I got hit about coming, I'm like, nigga, I'm with the family. So it wasn't really like, I wasn't thinking that, nigga, you feel me? Until I seen the shit. I'm like, whoa, what the and I'm like, that's crazy.
You
gang.
know, people are slow, right? People are slow because
that was December 26th.
Yeah,
How the hell did
because
I forget that?
The day after.
When he says, Wack called me at 3 o'clock, told me not to come up there. Now, you know I don't know this other dude.
Right.
When we first had that dinner meeting, when y'all got there an hour and a half late, it was done, he walked in. It was my first time laying eyes on you. You're like, Wack, I'm Travis Ford. I know your name. I know cats from your neighborhood.
Right.
When you said this is what's the nigga name? Jay Reed.
Reed, yeah.
What I tell him?
From Paru or Avenue.
I said, I'm the only Jay Reed I know is Paru. I don't know you. The Jay Reed I know is Burgundy. Ice Burgundy. Ice Burgundy, brother.
Yeah.
But see, this is what happens, Adam. You go somewhere, you walk in. What's up? What's up? The homie right here with Travis right now. We shook hands. What's up? I don't know him. He don't fucking know me. But the same type situation, I go tell somebody, yeah, I know the nigga. I couldn't tell you bro name. I just know he with Travis. So shit, I'm gonna greet him. He with Travis. There's no need for me to know him unless Travis say, Wack, I want to introduce you to my homeboy. There's no need for me to know him. Right?
We need a Jay Reed interview.
No,
Where he at?
I told him.
Yeah, man.
I told him to make it up.
I do think I have his number. I hit him up like right
I
when
hit
the
him
shit
up
was
for you,
happening.
buddy. I hit him up.
All y'all street niggas ain't scared to sit on camera with this Wack.
For what?
For what?
Man, the way you lured this loose cannon, I just heard out there, you a bad mother.
What you mean?
Man, they say this nigga called you and you recorded the lawyer and told him he was
Who, me?
Oh yeah. You want to explain your latest
Then he got comfortable with you.
Party trick?
Beat it up and you sat in the car. You ain't got you see the cameras on you.
That's not my thing.
You a bad motherfucker.
Oh, but let me tell you something.
You a bad
telling me,
motherfucker.
let me get this right. So you telling me right now.
And let's definitely talk about loose cannon because I got some good info.
If I jumped up right now and took off on him,
right?
Just straight took off on him. What you gonna do?
Shit, I'ma leave.
So why you mad at what I did?
Nah, you was street. They said you had this.
You have nothing to do with it.
They said you had this sit here in this same seat and confess of a robbery.
No,
we ain't telling him to do that.
No, because I didn't know nothing about the robbery.
Yeah,
that's right. Now, if you start telling me about some crazy shit that happened, right?
Okay, but I didn't know about the robbery. He like fake didn't know. He's like, you don't say. What? You guys took the money from the dispensary? You and Big U? Like, your tone in that clip is very different than like natural, normal Wack 100.
This is real. You got to remember, like, I could come in here, right? And here go the difference. And this real shit. And you pay attention to this too.
Yeah.
Right? No, this real.
Yeah.
These street dudes come in here, right? And they're like, oh, they on camera. I can come in here and talk about trucking, real estate, the tour, the this, the that. I could talk about all kind of shit for hours, right? No, for hours.
Congolese diapers. Yeah.
No, this is real shit. For hours and never mention the streets. Why? Because I have experiences. I have a broader, situation I done dealt with more.
Right.
A street dude get in here and he don't know nothing but what he know, and guess what he gonna start talking about?
Street shit.
Street shit.
But you brought him on here because you wanted him to talk about
No, I brought him on here to promote the Baddie and the Beast. Remember Urban Flicks?
Why would you give a fuck about that?
Because I had a cut of it.
I just feel like you wanting revenge. I know how you work. Revenge against Big U, way more important than promoting a show that you had a cut of.
Listen,
you don't care about money. You care about revenge.
Listen to me.
You're big bad CK Wack from Pacoima.
Listen. Here goes the thing.
I can grab you another one.
All right, for sure.
This is what you got to understand, right?
You want to roll us another split? So this one.
Him sitting right here,
Actually,
right?
You just grab it on my trunk.
Him sitting right here. Loose already is an op. I know he's an op.
He made a diss song about you that then you tried to pretend was a fucking a fake out. That you guys were actually
I'm
cool
running
all the
my
time.
play.
You're a bad motherfucker.
I'm running my play,
So
right?
everything's a
You're
play.
a bad motherfucker.
My girl will tell you, she didn't sit here and watch me and say, I don't know how you do it.
Why your girl looks so good?
You would sit, she look good all the time.
Stupid. I don't know what's going on.
This
I don't even want to look at her. I don't want to make eye contact.
Yeah, so listen, he does
How you doing, man?
a diss song on me in 2021.
Beautiful, right?
10 times a day.
I don't
beautiful.
know.
10 times a day, Wack.
I don't know. That's a fact.
Torture.
I don't know nothing about.
Yeah.
I don't know him. I don't know who he is or nothing. His wife, the real wife, Gigi, didn't say Wack. I would be at home with him. He would get mad. Why won't he respond? Right? I don't know nothing about the dude. So I understand this game. Right?
So you let them hang yourself like Adam let people hang themselves.
I already got the call. They say, Wack, dude finna come at you. His play gonna be the show, right? But we don't know what he up to. Watch him. Cool. He's the bozo to think you didn't disrespected it.
Yeah.
And it's just cool. So I don't know what he was going to talk about. Could I have stopped him? Yes. I could have definitely stopped him. Ray J done been up here and I just said, yo, edit that out. Have I not? Yo, edit that out. But guess what? This is the game of chess.
I got late breaking news about this situation. Can I unveil my late breaking news? So earlier today, Brick Baby gives me a call. As you know, they get 10 minutes at a time in the federal lockup that he's currently in. He calls me. We spend maybe the first 5 minutes talking about the fact that Lil Durk, we can get into this more. Lil Durk basically he had his bail revoked or they didn't give him a bail.
Freeway call.
Because of the fact that he got on stream with academics on a three-way call.
He didn't know.
With Loose Cannon, which, to be fair, seems kind of innocent. A lot of people wouldn't know that that's something that's real strict you're not supposed to do.
I sent you the content. Durk had no idea.
Yeah.
Listen, what Loose did was tell the world, hey, I'm finna get Durk on, come on this. Hey, Act, I'm gonna get Durk on Durk. So Act like, okay, cool. Whole time, Durk don't know. He oblivious to it. He get on the phone, he said, hey, Durk, Act wanna talk to you.
Right.
Durk here, Act. It's Act.
Got a relationship.
He think it's just a call.
Right.
He ain't knowing that this fool been promoting academics is gonna interview Durk on my YouTube channel.
That is true. We all knew about this before it happened.
He playing the game.
He was
so when Durk gets on the phone, he thinking he just talking to Act on the call. He ain't knowing it's live being recorded. Dude, girl is sitting there faking like she's the interviewer. In the middle of him talking to Act, she says, so let me ask you a question, Durk. Are you closer to your family now that you're in jail?
Weak ass question.
Durk is like, but see, she had to say something to make it look like this what it was.
It's the interview.
So Durk the whole time is thinking he just talking to Act on the call. By the time he realizes that, think about it, Durk could have called anybody, got a crazy back, anybody if he wanted to talk to anybody, including Act. He not finna wait to call a dude. He like, yo, Act on the phone, he asking for you. So you like, it is Act.
Okay, well, that was the first couple minutes of my conversation with Brick Baby. And, we also handled the conversation about, like, I had a clip where I said that ever since I sent Brick money, I ain't heard from him or his girl. And he just made it clear that there's been a lot of shit going on in the prison that he's in or the jail that he's in or whatever, and he didn't have a chance to call or whatever. It was all good. But then he hit me with a whopper.
What?
He told me that Loose Cannon, I mentioned to him, I go, Wack's got a whole thing coming that he's been kind of slowly letting out where he's basically like revealing all this information he has that suggests that Loose Cannon's a snitch. Brick said, man, you telling me that motherfucker was trying to get me to tell just the other day, like before they moved him to a separate section or whatever. He said that actually that's what they got into because he said that Loose Cannon was basically encouraging him to start working the way that he's been working. Now, people out there watching this,
I told you.
There are different sides to Brick Baby. There's the trolling side of Brick Baby. There's the fucking around, lying ass Brick Baby for content, whatever.
Nigga be lying.
This was me and him, nobody listening to him besides his girl, having a conversation. We only had a couple minutes to get the conversation in, and he was being 100% serious. So if he is lying, I can't detect it as somebody who knows him very, very well. I don't think he was lying. Did not seem like a lie at all.
Other content, right?
Trying to get up out of there.
Okay, so you have a call that is, I believe, it's on your Instagram, right?
No.
Break down what this call is.
Okay, so the baby mama, all right, she hits me. Hey, Lou said that Big U's trying to put a murder on him. What do you mean? Yeah, Money Mike. I said, Loose ain't did that body. He ain't got nothing to do with Loose, right? He said, well, he said it's a video. I said, yeah, the video floating around ain't no exclusive shit.
Yeah.
I call around, see who got it. Well, attorney needed so when they charge him with it, they can have something to fight with. He don't know what's going on. I call around, and I sent it to her. That's it. I said, tell her this don't even make sense though, like, because he ain't got nothing to do it. Yeah, what Big U said, I'm like, so I'm sitting back thinking about it. 3-4 days go by, right? I said, did they charge him? The exposers is watching this thing. Like, no. I said, okay. I said, yo, where did Loose Cannon running to Big U? Because we all know Big U, Loose Cannon, Brick Baby together was all a lie.
Yeah,
right?
That never happened.
He says when he went to go get his blood drawn, he ran into Big U. I said, and Big, you start screaming, I'm gonna put a murder on you, getting the blood drawn, right? So dummies up. I'll wait till he get on the phone, right? I think that's content on your line, right? I'll wait till you get on. If I see, yo, hey, what's this thing your girl talking about old boy trying to put a body on him? He hit me with the yeah. I'll wait another 2 days. And he says to the girl when they recording the call, well, baby, you know I'm finna be out in a minute, any day now. So when he says that, I'm like, nigga, you just got denied bond twice. They said they finna bring more charges on you.
Yeah.
You up under RICO, and I'm telling myself, what do you mean? And my light go off. Oh, that's what you wanted the video for. So we sit back, the exposers go to work. I'm sitting back, I'm sleeping. Next thing I know, phone going off, shit going crazy. They didn't went in the system, found out who his attorney is, called his attorney. They called his attorney.
I heard this audio as
We
well.
got the
yeah.
audio.
We could post it. We don't have to play it for everybody,
Look,
but you'll be able to go listen to it.
They
yeah.
called his attorney. So dude calls and they going off of everything they've been hearing is going on YouTube.
Yeah.
They said, hey, how you doing? I'm Loose Cannon's friend. Yeah, the video they turned into you. They like, yeah, okay, well, I'm the one supposed to give you the details on it, right? They like, listen, one guy ain't here, the other one's still alive, but listen, before I tell you these things, how can I be protected? His attorney says, well, when we turn it in to the AUSA, the DA or whatever, it's going to be like it's coming for Tremaine. He don't say, what you mean protected? We're trying to beat a murder. He says, when we turn it in to the DA, it's going to be like it's coming from Tremaine anyway. He said, okay, he said, I could possibly get paid for this. He like, well, I don't know about that. He like, will they really let him go if we can get the information to him about who did this?
Yeah.
He said, yeah, possibly get, some amnesty.
Crazy.
So now this your attorney.
I never heard about this. That's crazy.
I never heard of prank calling.
This is what Ivy League universities you can get into with a 3.6 GPA. 90%.
Looks like it's going to be black male subject wearing all black, possibly with a baseball style t-shirt, red sleeves. That unit going past fire department, they cannot let us go through. Come up to baseline, speed 70, light traffic. It's having to pass other eastbound cars. Coming up to baseline, I'll let you know which direction. So southbound, light traffic, speeds 90. Denver, direction westbound. Inside wind speeds about 90. Just went through the red light going northbound, southeast 44th Avenue Road. Call it a pull out if you're by the chase. Westbound 38th Street, heading back out towards Devil rollover.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! He's running on the ground!
Fuel's coming up.
Don't move! Don't move! Don't move!
Welfare County Station. Shots fired. Shots fired. We're going to get them out. Devil shots fired.
Ah, my arm! Ah! You got it. Ah! Ah!
Supercharge your business with the all-new Shopify point of sale, the all-in-one POS.
On June 6, 2024, an officer from the Battle Creek Police Department in Michigan witnessed a motorcyclist run a red light. According to the police report, the officer quickly noted a white male suspect with a red beard, driving a black motorcycle with red and white shoes and no helmet. After taking the turn to initiate a traffic stop, the officer also noticed the license plate of the motorcycle was obscured.
Taking off on me.
According to the police report, the motorcycle exceeded 80 miles an hour in a 30-mile-an-hour zone. After quickly calling off the pursuit, the officer requested assistance from other officials in the area. In less than 10 minutes, another officer found a motorcycle that fit the description parked on a sidewalk, still running.
How you doing? You just want to come up real quick. Okay, thank you. Were you just riding down Morgan Road at all?
No.
Okay. Is this your bike?
Yeah, this is my bike. But
okay. It is. I think it's keys still in it, maybe.
Yeah, probably. Are you using my keys in it?
Okay. He just had a bike that looks just like that bike taken off from him.
Nope. So I just rode from Kalamazoo. I was wearing this exact outfit.
Okay.
Rode from Kalamazoo right here.
So I'm not trying to.
I've probably been here like 20, 30 minutes.
Okay. I'm not trying to say it was you or whatever, but we're just investigating that.
Yeah, so. I ain't been down Morgan at all today.
Okay.
So what you going in rush for? Huh? What you going in rush for? I wasn't going down Morgan, so that wasn't me. I literally just came from Kalamazoo, right down North Ave, right to here.
So you were never at any point from Michigan on to Washington and then took off.
Michigan on to Washington.
Appreciate it.
Michigan, no. I literally rode right down North Ave, Capitol, right to North Ave, right to here.
You got your license on you?
Yeah.
So it's all on video. So if it wasn't you, great. If it was, we're gonna figure it out pretty quick. So just honesty's best policy. But I'm gonna go run your.
Yeah, I literally just rode here down North Ave.
Okay. You were coming from Kalamazoo to do what?
Yeah, this is my house.
Like, what were you doing in Kalamazoo?
At work.
Oh, work.
I just rode my bike back.
Where do you work at?
I work for myself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Didn't realize I left my keys in it.
Is the plate always folded up?
Not that I realized, but yeah, now it is.
You good if I peel it down just so I can see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
62 or 50, you guys get there?
Yeah, still out. Can you copy a plate for the motorcycle?
I'll be honest with you, it's probably not legal.
No, it's expired, but
I just bought it.
Who'd you buy it from?
My boy Brent, probably a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
Do you know how to watch video?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you want to go watch video?
Yeah, give me 1 second.
You think this is your guy or no? Okay.
So what's that scenario? If it is, he believes I'm his guy.
He's the primary officer. He's the one that tried to stop the bike. But if I thought you were the guy who ran for me, he'd be in cuffs in the back of my car right now.
I didn't never see nobody behind me.
Okay, and that's fine too. It doesn't necessarily have to be jail. It's at least we're investigating fleeing and looting. So that's a felony charge.
Even though I didn't see him behind me at all?
I just heard what he was talking on the radio. I get your point too, although those look like some pretty good mirrors, but I know it's hard to see on a bike.
I looked in my mirrors maybe once.
No, and I get that too.
So I know I can see on my camera. So can you put it back for me?
Can I put my dog up real quick?
Nope.
Okay.
Can you put it back for me? You release your fingers like you're praying?
Huh?
Yeah. Just like that.
Do you have anyone who can come pick your dog up?
No.
All right.
I'm going to jail.
All right. Just don't want these to get too tight. Log over to my car real quick.
Take it to jail.
Well, we're going to figure that one out in just a second.
Put my hands in front of me to sit in here?
Nope. Policy.
Okay.
Seatbelt goes across the other side. Just have a seat in there real quick for me.
Monday CRM has the best AI features in the game.
Especially in sales.
Damn.
So for like magic. You know me, I'm not a great writer, but AI helps me keep it super professional, super engaging. No more embarrassing typos.
Exactly. I personally love the Zoom AI summary. Takes any meeting and spits out a summary. I'm in back-to-back.
On February 3rd, 2024, deputies in Florida pulled over a car for speeding and found a lot of suspicious things. As always, the full police report is down in the description.
Hello, my man. How you doing? You roll down your windows for me? Yes, sir. All right. Listen, the reason I stopped you is the plates right back here.
Yeah, I know. My birthday just passed last month. I've been being late.
All right.
Just trying to drop them off and go to work.
You guys got IDs on you? How old are you? 23? You know your social? Okay.
Until we get this traffic stop moving, I gotta go to work. I don't want to be late.
I'll work with you, man. Like it's a traffic stop. It is what it is. Like, I mean, we'll get you out of here as fast as we can. All right. There's no firearms in here, right? Okay. So listen, my man, with other than marijuana, there's nothing up in here? All right. Okay, I feel you. All right. What time you got to be there? What time is it? 5:03? All right. Well, listen, with the smell of marijuana, we can check the car, okay? So if there is something in here, be straight with me. If there is, and I'll work with you. People don't have to go to the county. So if there is, just be straight. If there's not, then it's good, but we're going to check, okay? Yeah. So I'm gonna have you step out, all right? I can smell it when I walked up here, all right? Like I'm not into trying to argue with you. I just told you that, like, if there is something and you're nervous about, be straight with me, all right? If there isn't, my man, you got something on you? Is there something in the car? Okay, I'm gonna have you step out, all right, man? When you step out, you can put your wallet on the dashboard. Put your wallet on the dashboard. All right, here, hold on. I'm gonna grab your phone and I'll put it up here and put it on speaker so you can still talk if you wanted to talk. All right. All right, when you step out, just put your hands on top of your head and interlock your fingers for me. Interlock your fingers. Yeah, and then I'll get you out, okay? Step out, just don't reach for nothing. Keep your hands right there for me, all right? All right, step this way for me. Okay, put back here. Right here. Come on. Keep your hands. Spread your feet for me. Spread your feet a little bit more. All right, my man, we're gonna walk back here. Like I said, since it's all three of you, I'm gonna just have you sit back. You can relax. I'll grab your phone too, so you can still talk to your mom. All right? Yeah. And nothing's gonna be in there, man. Like, be straight with me. I know you might not, but I mean, we're kind of reluctant. If there's something in there, just be straight with me.
Listen, they got in the car with me. I didn't ask them. I didn't check.
Okay. Hold up. Hey, guys, there's nothing in here. You ain't got. Where's it at?
Want to start a business but don't know where to begin? Zam Business is the worry-free way to confidently start a business and also stay compliant as it grows. Form an LLC for $0 plus state fees. Zen Business makes it fast and easy and will be your trusted partner every step of the way. Plus, you'll always have access to award-winning customer support, so you'll never feel like you're on your own. Click the link below to get started today.
Hey everyone, I'm excited to introduce you to the Twilio Segment Customer Data Platform. Today, we're going to talk about how you can leverage a CDP for profile building and enrichment. Let's dive in. One of the hardest technical projects in data is building comprehensive and trusted customer profiles. Companies have been chasing a single view of their customers for years. Here's the problem. Customer profiles are really hard to create. To get a true
13 them. Relax. Like I said, dude, I said be straight with me. I feel you. I got you, man. I got you. I got you. Yeah, I feel you. I heard you. Just relax. It's no big deal. No big deal. Hey, you ain't got one, right? Okay. Yeah. It ain't no big deal. Dude, just chill out.
Fuck you, jail, bro, for nothing, bro.
Here, grab that real quick. Right here? Yeah. Come on. Jim, yeah. Here, right here, man. Right here. We're going to walk you to the back, and I'm going to make sure it's safe and everything. That's what I said. Like, be straight with me, bro. Damn. It's all good, dude. You been in trouble with a gun before?
Years ago, bro. Like
6, 5. I'm just gonna grab some gloves.
Irritated as fuck.
Oh. Here's the one right here for me. You know, just right there.
Damn, bro.
Where you stay at?
I'm staying with my own. I look to staying with my cousin right now.
You from the north side?
No.
No.
Not really. Yeah. Yeah. My family is.
Yeah.
This is outside.
One in there. What's up?
Dang.
Place there was oh, there it is. Jammed up in there. Watch your head. I'm gonna close this. I don't want to walk you over here, man. You ain't got nothing else on you?
No.
All right. This year, hold on. I'm gonna make sure real quick just before.
Alright. I'm sorry.
Yeah. You ain't got nothing tucked down in your drawers.
No, I wouldn't lie to you, bro.
I feel you. I just ask you. Jump up in there.
Bro.
Oh, got shit. All right. We just got to do it. You know how many times? Here, a good prime example. People just said that he didn't have nothing. Dude's got a gun in his pocket.
I'm just asking. Yeah, go ahead. I got my phone.
Don't. Yeah, we'll check it.
I got you. I'm going back for you.
don't got shit. All right, that's my money.
DialPad AI works for you and your customers. It won't fall in love with them, but it will help you create amazing customer relationships. DialPad AI for customer service, sales, and team collaboration.